everyone, I'm Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch and crafting. Today's December 5th, 2023. This is video number 117. This is a Christmas special. We are going to talk about cross stitching and Christmas, all things Christmas. I'm going to show you some finishes that I've done that are Christmas related. I'm going to show you a blanket that I want to do that's crochet. I'm going to show you charts that are Christmas cross stitching, kits that are Christmas cross stitching. Is just going to be a Christmas party. So let's get started. I have lots to show you. One of the things I was going to talk about in this video is some gift ideas. And my friend Michelle and I were talking the other day, and we were talking about gift exchanges, and I started thinking about things that I can mail to someone that's a gift, to someone that cross stitches. What are some crafty ideas for gifts? I'm going to make that a separate video because I think this video is going to be long as it is. And I want to be able to try and, show you some cross stitch works in progress, some things I haven't shown in quite some time that are kind of lingering, but some that I really want to get started again and try and get more progress on. But we're primarily going to talk about cross stitching in this video. So welcome everybody. Okay, the first couple things I'm going to show you are some finishes that I've gotten that I've done in the past. I have done all the stitching. Some of the finishes I've made myself. Some of them have been from a finisher. I want to give credit to my finishers. I have used Vonna Pfeiffer. She has wonderful YouTube tutorials. The Twisted Stitcher. If you look for her on YouTube, you'll find some great tutorials. And I also want to mention my friend Kathy. Kathy has done lots of finishing for me as well. She's on Facebook. I believe it's Finishing by Kathy or Finisher by Kathy. She's also available on Messenger. So I want to give credit to these wonderful ladies that have done my finishing in the past and who have done most of the ones that I have here in the box, along with some I've done myself. So the first one I want to show is gingerbread. This is stitching in the housewife. The designer is stitching with the housewives. Now the original chart, I'm going to show a picture of it here. Check out the houses on the bottom. I've always said in my videos, if you get a chart, you don't have to do the whole thing. You can take small motifs out of different charts, or maybe you want to do part of the scene and make it into an ornament. You always have that option. You don't have to buy a cross stitch chart and do the whole thing. Here's an example. So I wanted just the recipe, just the gingerbread cookie recipe. I did it on 20 count Aida black with DMC thread. I love this. I think this is so much fun. I love how it sits in my bowl and on my tray in the back. And it's one of my favorite finishes. So this is the first finish I want to show. I'm going to pass through these a little bit quick because I've got lots to show. This is an all-time favorite. I have had lots of people write to me about Gingerbread House by Mill Hill. The Mill Hill kit, as you know, comes with perforated paper, which you can always swap out for fabric. I chose to do it on the perforated paper. It came with a bead. This bead needs to be a little more secured because he kind of wobbles a little bit, the little gingerbread man. I've got beading down here, beading up in here. The long red little slants are beads. There's white beads up in here in the trim of the house. Here's some more up in here. This is one of my favorites. Again, it's by Mill Hill. I do not know if this is available. People have been asking me, and sometimes I don't see it. Sometimes 123 Stitch has it. I would say keep an eye on 123 Stitch because this comes and goes, and it's just a favorite. It's so beautiful, and it's just in a frame, a Mill Hill frame. And that's it. I just popped it in the frame, and that's my display. I'm really happy with this. I think it's so pretty. The next one I want to show is it was a stitch along, and she's on Instagram as the Stitching Book Club. She puts together stitch alongs and designs based on books. This one happened to be Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. It had some wording that I left off. I wanted just the design. I had it made into an ornament. I think it's so pretty. Simple and pretty, a bow and a little embellishment up in here. Very, very pretty. This was stitched, I'm sure, on 32 count using DMC. And did I add beads? I see sparkle. Yes, I added some very, very small beads around in here because I thought that would be super pretty for a little bit of bling. Really, really fun. Okay, how about a punch needle? I love punch needle. And this was from Heart Creek Farm Creations. Her name is Rose. I took a class back a couple years ago. Rose was wonderful. And this is the punch needle I did. I'll show you my very first punch needle in a few minutes, but this I think was the second one that I did. I loved it. She has lots and lots of great beginning projects that are simple, maybe just 2 colors. I'll show you my peppermint candy in just a few minutes. But anyway, the finisher, I can feel it's on some hard cardboard, and she added cording on the side, a bell, a little pin up here. It's beautiful. I love this. Heart Creek Farm Creations, Santa something. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm sure it's on her website. Love that one. Okay, the next one I want to show is Prairie Schooler, the Nutcrackers. They have a Nutcracker series. I don't know the book number. I don't have it written down right now. Here's the back. Again, heavy cardstock, very, very heavy cardstock. They used cording on the side, some jingle bells at the top, and it's one of my favorite ornaments by Prairie Schooler. I used 28 count Spice by Picture This Plus, and he's just fabulous. I just love him. He was a lot of fun. Okay, let me show a couple things. Here's a crochet blanket that I'm dying to do. These are the colors, these beautiful colors here. This was a kit. It is Annie's Kit Club. And I had seen advertisements. I have used Annie's in the past. This is a Christmas blanket that I'm dying to do in stripes. And it's just so pretty. I even like the pink in it. So green, white, pink. And I'm going to eventually get this started, but this is what it's going to look like. Again, it's through Annie's Kit Club. And it's just so, so pretty. That's a crochet Christmas blanket that I'm interested in starting. Let's show a couple of charts. Here's one that I just got not too long ago. It's a French company. I'm going to have to show you the name, but isn't she darling? When I was a little girl, my grandma used to have these dolls I would play with. They were international dolls from all kinds of different countries. And she kind of reminds me of being from a different country with the hat. And this is the name, Les Petites Croix de Lucy. Anyway, this is, I got a 1, 2, 3 stitch. Isn't she darling? That's one I want to get kitted up and started. She's beautiful. So that's one chart I wanted to show you. Next, you guys know I have German Shepherds. This is one I want to get started too. I think he's beautiful. I love the shepherd. This is by Dirty Annie's, Southern style, called German Santa. I just think he's so beautiful. And look at this guy on the back. Isn't he cute? I love him. I showed him kind of fast. Anyway, he's beautiful. I really like that. I'm going to do a different colored background fabric, I think, because I really want that white to pop. But it's, anyway, German Santa, that's on my list. Let me show you a punch needle I have my eye on starting. This is Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, the magazine that comes out. It is a fantastic magazine. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful designs in here, both cross stitch and punch needle. And I'm going to show you the one that I want to kit up. It does not look like it's looks like a good beginning sort of type of punch needle. And it's by Gone Knots Fiber Art, Mary Luongo. And this is him. Is he just not fabulous? So obviously it's the face that's punched. Very few colors. You've probably got some pink, some gold, black, and white. Lots and lots and lots of white. And I think that punch needle is going to be fantastic. I have my eye on him to get him started. Maybe some dark brown in the pipe, but I love him. But this is in the newest edition of the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. Great ideas in here. Just absolutely beautiful projects. So that's on my radar. Let's show a kit. Here's a kit I just got recently from Luca S. It is called Santa's Express, and this is on my list. I need to get stitching super fast because I have a lot to do. Luca S. Santa's Express is gorgeous. That's on my list to do. Let's show another kit. This is by Owl Forest Embroidery, and isn't that one beautiful? Unfortunately, I don't, oh, it's called New Year Sampler, but I love that Santa in the middle. Now, remember I told you guys when you have a big chart like this, you can take certain motifs, make them make just the motif and turn it into an ornament? Or wouldn't he look good as a stand-up with that staff that he's holding? That Santa Claus would be an amazing stand-up. I'm going to show you a stand-up in just a few minutes, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Prairie Schooler. This came from Prairie Schooler Old Saint Nick Book 58. I used 32 count vintage country mocha, and I used some étoile so you can see the sparkle in all the gold pieces here. You can see it right here in the bird. Has the sparkle. It's DMC étoile. It's the same color as the called for, 738. And I believe it's C as in Charlie for his coat, because I wanted this part here to be a little sparkly. And he's fabulous. So tell me, wouldn't that look great? This Santa here in the very middle, see how he's holding the staff? Wouldn't that look amazing as just a stand-up? That's my idea I'm having. I would love to do the whole ornament. The whole sampler is beautiful. I love everything in this sampler. But that Santa and his staff would look amazing as a stand-up. And here's an example. So again, this was Prairie Schooler Old Saint Nick Book 58. And they made it into a stand-up. That's the back. Just beautiful. What I wish I had done is taken some étoile. I did it here, like I just showed you guys, the sparkle, but I wish I would have done it here on the staff. I think that sparkly white would have been really pretty. Anyway, that's my finish that I wanted to show the stand-up, along with another idea I have for another stand-up. Let's show a couple more charts. These are on my radar. Erica Michaels strawberries are always fun. This is St. Nick's berry. So cute. Here's another one called Christmas berry. Christmas. He's beautiful. Christmas berry. And another one called Hollyberry, all by Erica Michaels. These are on my radar to do. Strawberries are usually pretty quick. They're small, and I can do the finishing on them because I've done several strawberries that have been so much fun. Here's a couple fun ones. This is Satsuma Street Ring-a-Ding Santa. This is, I'm trying to see if this, nope, this is perforated paper, because I wasn't sure if it was plastic canvas. Ring-a-Ding Santa is one I've got my eye on. This is also perforated paper, and it's the Mouse King. Now, why in the world? I'm a huge Nutcracker fan. Why would I only have the Mouse King and not the Nutcracker? The Mouse King is the enemy. Anyway, these are my two from Satsuma Street that I'm interested in starting. Let's show one more kit. I have it kitted up. It is a Christmas Carol sampler by the Primitive Hare. This has been on my watch list for quite some time. I'm going to take it out. It's a little hard to see. I've got the fabric ready to go. I've got the threads, and here it is right here. I love A Christmas Carol. And it's one of my favorite books. I read it last year. I thought about reading it again this Christmas. I love it. I love Tiny Tim. I love everything about this story. It's just such a great story. So this is by the Primitive Hare. It's all kitted up, ready to go. Let's show another finish. This is Sugar Stitches Let It Snow. This is so fun. So here obviously is the cross stitch. The finisher added a little piece of striped red, of green. Added some buttons. Are these buttons? Yes, buttons and some extra fabric, and made this gorgeous pillow. I added, the chart I don't think said to, but I added some bling. I wanted a little bit of bling of some buttons, of some beads up here, and you can see them kind of sparkle a little bit as I move the pillow around. But this is Let It Snow by Sugar Stitches on Etsy. I used 28 count blue Monaco, and I used DMC thread. Here's the back. Isn't this just adorable? I love this so much. Let's show another one. This is Fa La La by Country Cottage Needleworks. 28 count fabric that I dyed. And did I add any beads to this? No, I added a toile. Here is DMC a toile. The green is sparkly. So I changed it up a little bit. I wanted a little bit of sparkle in that green, and it is just adorable. I love this. It's one of my favorite finishes. 28 count, I dyed it using RIT dye, and It's just a favorite. Look at the back, the polka dots, perfect. Okay, here's another finish called Santa's House Limited Edition 2010. This was made into a stand-up flat fold, is that what they're called? And the finisher put a little strap here so that they don't fall flat. It's shaped as like a triangle. It's a stand-up. It's beautiful. It's a limited edition Prairie Schooler 2010. And what fabric did I use? It doesn't say. I'm gonna guess it's 32 count. And I always do 2 threads with 32 count. So this is my finish. And I just think this is so pretty. They did a really beautiful job on this. I think Kathy did this one, if I'm not mistaken. Just beautiful. Another favorite. Let's talk about a few works in progress. These are a few projects I haven't showed in quite some time. This is Madame Lafille, Santa's Village. I am using, I believe it's 16 count mint opalescent fabric. I wanted it to really pop. I wanted the white to pop. So I chose a greenish color. And this is my progress. This is one I just have not picked up in quite some time. So you can see the opalescent shine. I don't usually work on opalescent that often. I think I would rather add the sparkly threads instead, but this is one I think I'm gonna pick up and continue working on. It is just so cute. And this, again, this is what it looked like. I started in the top left corner. I think when it's finished, it's gonna look so beautiful. And it's a little weird because it's a computer generated picture. But anyway, Madame Lafille, Santa's Village, and that's my progress. Beautiful mint green. And I believe it's 16 count, Ada. Really, really cute. I'm gonna keep working on this, I think. I really do like that. The next work in progress I wanna show you is by Core e Batakori. I'm gonna show you a picture here because I don't know what I did with the chart. But I'm working on this one, and this is 28 count Rit dye that I dyed myself fabric. I used frost gray, and this is my progress. Isn't that so cute? I don't know why I haven't worked on this. I am really happy with the white. It really pops on this fabric, and I'm gonna keep working on this. So again, Core e Batakori Shabby Winter Calendar, and that's my progress so far. So cute. Let's go to another one that's been one of my favorites that I need to work on. I got this at a retreat in the Netherlands. It was my very, very first retreat I had ever been to. And it is an exclusive chart to a shop in Roden. Roden is in the Netherlands. The shop is called Handwerk Boetiek. I'll put the information down below. But this is called Christmas in the Netherlands. And I love it. I need to get this done because I really enjoy it. It reminds me of such a great time. This is my progress so far. I did change the ice. I wanted the ice to look like ice and not snow. So I changed that to a color in cotton, which I'd have to look up. I don't remember what it was. But this is Christmas in the Netherlands, and it was truly one of the greatest trips I've ever taken. It was sponsored by Twin Peak Primitives. This chart is designed by Twin Peak Primitives. And again, this chart is only available through the shop in the Netherlands, Handwerk Boetiek. It is just such a special chart, and I need to get it finished. This is on Alchemy. I believe it's 32 count Alchemy by DMC. By Picture This Plus, and I'm using DMC. Okay, here's another finish. This is Santa's Sampler by Country Cottage Needleworks. This was one of my favorites because I substituted some of the sparkle for beads. And I put beads for his eyes. I put beads in the stockings. These are beads. These are beads. And where else did I put beads? The eyes of the reindeer, I put beads. So I kind of jazzed it up on my own. I added beads to it. Again, Country Cottage Needleworks called Santa's Sampler. I used 28 count Lugana, and I don't remember what color this was. It's just a tan. I enjoyed this. So it was made into a flat fold triangle. Here's the back, and it stands up in the back. I'll show it up close so you can see the detail of it. Again, the beads on the gingerbread, the stockings, the eyes, really pretty. This is one of my favorites also. I think I'm going to say that about everything. This is one of my favorites. Anyway, I love that. Country Cottage Needleworks. Very, very pretty. Now keep this in mind. I'm going to show something in a few minutes, a work in progress that I thought about ditching because it reminded me so much of the same thing that I already did. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, here's a finish that is to die for. This is Erica Michaels. Remember the charts that I just showed a few minutes ago that were strawberries? This one's called Mistletoe Kisses. I used 32 count vintage country mocha and DMC thread. So this was made into a little strawberry. Here's the top. Oh my goodness, that top. So this was done by Vonna Pfeiffer. It was stuffed, it feels like with lizard litter. It's really packed thick. She put the wool or the felt top, a candy stuck with a pin, and the leaves, they are wool or felt, wool felt, and then the little holly berries here. It's just so adorable. And this is displayed back on my tray. Mistletoe Kisses by Erica Michaels. It's just so cute. Love, love. What a great, this is why I like showing you guys this stuff, because I love for you guys to see the tops so you get some ideas of things that you could do for your own strawberries. And she has a tutorial, Vonna Pfeiffer has a tutorial on how to put these together. I followed it, I was able to do it also. So that's the next finish. Let's show a few kits. This is another one I have kitted up that I would love to start. Dasher and Dancer by Hobby House Press. Now, Hobby House Press is the same as Hobby House Needleworks in New York. And it's just beautiful. It's so pretty. I think I might use a little bit different thread though. It came kitted with Weeks Dye Works Cayenne, which is very pretty, but I might go for a more of a Christmas red. I have another favorite variegated. It's by XG Design called Mariska's Red, and it's variegated. I think I'm gonna use that instead. Like I said, the Cayenne is beautiful, but I'm gonna do it a little bit brighter. So that's a possibility. Here's another Luca S kit that I mean, this is just so pretty. It's called Dreaming of a White Christmas. I love that. I think that's so beautiful. So sweet. That's a kit that I have in my future. Another Luca S kit is called Pets Interior. This is my life here with my pets. This is beautiful. Pets Interior. I love that lab laying on the couch. So pretty. So that's another one. These kits come fully kitted, already bobbinated, very well put together kits. Here's another kit I have my eye on. It's another Luca S called Santa Claus, but it's in a different language with the kitties. And look how beautifully packed this is. It is so beautiful. Luca S can be a little pricey sometimes on, you know, but look at how much work they've done to make the kit easy for you to use. But anyway, that's another one called Santa Claus. Here's another kit, a little bit smaller. It's called A Christmas Fairy Tale by the Magic Needle. Kits are so fun because they've got it all ready to go for you. That's beautiful. I love the deer. You know what? The last kit I'll go ahead and show is Letty Stitch, and it's called Christmas Wood. I need to get some bigger projects done first before I start one of these, but these are definitely on my radar. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's show another work in progress. This is one that I started with my very good friend Michelle, made by Michelle McGraw. And this is one that I need to get cracking on because I have a lot of progress. My problem is I'm stuck in an area where I don't really like doing the stitching, and I'll tell you why. This is the Christmas Nutcracker by Bothy Threads. It is gorgeous. But one of the embellishments of this is these vines right here. They're beautiful, but they're lazy daisy stitches, and I don't like the way mine look. I just don't like them. So I'm gonna do them. I'll figure it out. But that's where I'm stuck at right now. Anyway, this is my progress. Isn't he beautiful? Now this came with 14 count Aida. I switched it, I believe, to 16 or 18 count blue Aida, navy blue. So you can see my progress here. And isn't that beautiful? The little dancing ballet, the ballerina, she's so pretty. I got to work more on the border. I'm going to keep this out and keep working on it. It's so pretty. I love it. I just got to figure out the lazy daisy stitches and, you know, get my mind on trying to make them look better and be happy with what I'm stitching. Let's talk about a few more finishes. This is another favorite, Bah Humbug. I love this so much. This is by Calico Confectionery on Etsy. I used 40 count ale by Picture This Plus. And I used DMC 815 and sulky black thread. I'm going to show it up close so you can see the detail of the red inside the letters. But aren't these letters just beautiful? I mean, how gorgeous. This is one I chose, Bah Humbug, because I was in a really bad mood. Max, our puppy, was diagnosed with parvo, even though he was fully vaccinated. It was Christmas time. It was like the first or second week of, no, it was the end of November, it was like December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. He was critical, very, very, very critical in the hospital. And I think I showed you pictures. I'll show you pictures here again. But Max was very critical. He, even though he was fully vaccinated, contracted parvo, and he almost died. So this is the mood I was in. Bah Humbug for Christmas. Max has since survived. You guys know I talk about him all the time. Anyway, that's my finish, and I think that they did a beautiful job on the finishing. Just beautiful. Calico Confectionery on Etsy. Okay, let's talk about two more finishes. This is the snow globes that Vonna did with my cross stitch finishes, Winter Animals 1 and Winter Animals 2 by the Little Stitcher Shop on Etsy. Now, unfortunately, you're going to see the reflection of the ring light in the background. Just ignore that. This is the deer. This is the raccoon. I did it on the polka dot fabric, so I did not have to stitch those snowflakes in the background. Those are pre-printed on the fabric. I got it from 123 Stitch. It's called Petit Point, gray and white. It has different colors. I chose gray and white, and I used DMC and 32 count. I believe they have other counts as well, but anyway, I love the little raccoon. I think he is just darling. There's no way I can show it without that reflection. But anyway, here's some more ideas for finishing. She added the rickrack on the sides. It's just so cute. Very, very cute. That's the Little Stitcher Shop on Etsy. Okay, let's talk about a punch needle finish that I did several years ago. This was my very first punch needle finish. I chose a design that was very, very simple. I wanted only a couple colors, and this absolutely is a perfect first punch needle. This is by Heart Creek Farm Creations, and Rose, in the class, she gave us two different projects to choose from. I chose this one. So I love that there's only two colors. Rose made sure and said, make sure you do your punching nice and thick, because when you pull it back, when the fabric gets pulled back into an ornament, you're going to see bald spots if you didn't do enough punching in certain areas. Now you can kind of mess with it once it's punched. But anyway, that was my very first ornament. The finisher added the jingle bells, a hanger. It's just beautiful. Here's the kicker. You know the shop Bath and Body Works? Is it Bath and Body Works that sells the candles, the perfumes, the body sprays? I got a candle one time and I decided to save the topper. Look what the finisher did with the topper that I saved. There's no advertisement for Bath and Body Works. It's just a beautiful, beautiful topper and made for the most perfect back to my ornament. So when you get things like this, save stuff, because you could actually make this into a finish using the top of a candle. Anyway, I wanted to share how this was made. This was my first punch needle, and how I saved the topper of the candle. Love it. I always throw them away. Sometimes they say Bath and Body Works. Not going to use that. But this one was perfect because there's no emblem on it at all. There's not even an emblem, or there's not even a advertisement on the side. It's just real plain, shines up real pretty. Perfect. Here's one. It's called Very Merry, and it's by Hands On Design. And this is a kit. It was a kit at Needlework Galleria that was specialized for us that went. The kit included everything. It included the fabric, the DMC, it included these little acorns, the little rope, the backing fabric, and I did it. This was the first time I ever did a pillow. It even included the hanger, which I want to switch out because I kind of have some problems with the hanger. I think what I'm going to do is just make some beads, make a bead hanger at the top. And anyway, this was my very first pillow, my first time trying to sew it up. I followed Kathy's design, her directions, and everything about the design. It came out so cute. Very Merry by Hands On Design. I don't know if this is still available. This was an exclusive. But what a cute idea with the rope and the acorns. Very cute. Here are 2 ornaments that I've done from the Prairie Schooler book 28, Stockings and More. If you look, I'm going to show you a picture here. If you look at the bottom, the little ornaments at the bottom, I've done all of them except for one. And I'm going to show you a picture of the house. This was gifted, and that was made into an ornament. The second one that I did was the alphabet one. And I don't know where the third one is. I have a third one around here somewhere, but this was the alphabet. White, I always use B5200 DMC, but this was made into the most beautiful ornament. There is cording on the side. I used vintage country, no, I used fabric flare, 32 count, but I don't know what the color is. It's one of those mystery colors that I could not figure out which one it was. So I love this so much. This was a lot of fun to do. And again, the finisher put a simple bow at the top, the cording for the hanger, along with the cording on the side, backing fabric, and you've got yourself such a cute ornament. The next one I want to show is called Christmas Redwork by Joan Elliott. It's a massive chart that I broke up into some smalls. So this is what the chart looks like. You can see this is a massive design, right? But if you look close, you could make these into individual ornaments, which is exactly what I did. This would be a beautiful one to do on its own. You could do this all together as one masterpiece, or break it up into small ornaments like I did. See that little rocking horse here? That is exactly what I did with this one. Is this just not the cutest finish? So this was done on 40 count Cafe LA and sulky red. The color is 1147. The finisher chose some beautiful backing fabric, cording, made a cording ornament, a bow, and layered it with one more piece of white. I think that came out so cute. But isn't that such a great idea to make a cute ornament out of a massive chart? And sometimes you look at these charts and go, I don't want to stitch the whole thing. How about making some ornaments just like these guys? Just like I did here. And that's what I find myself doing more and more with the bigger charts, is looking at what can I make an ornament with? What can I take that's a little bit smaller instead of doing the whole big chart, which would be awesome. This Noel, that would be a beautiful stand-up. I love this chart. Anyway, I did the little rocking horse. I think he is just so cute. He was a favorite, very much a favorite. Okay, let's talk about a couple works in progress. I have a punch needle that I started that I have not finished, not even close, remotely close to finishing. This is Blue Christmas Santa by Michelle Palmer. She's on Etsy. Now tell me that's not going to be gorgeous. I love this so much, but it's an advanced punch needle. You can see all the colors, lots of little detail. So it's a little bit more advanced, but once you start punching and you start seeing something develop, you start getting your confidence to keep going. Now here's my progress. I find the faces to be the most difficult. And I think I did a pretty good job on his face. I think he is coming out pretty good. I need to start punching some more. And I know the beard looks a little off color, but she's doing that for shadowing, because you see the house and you see the bird, and his beard is behind that. So if you look at the coat on the sides of his face are going to be bright white. His beard's going to be a little off color because she wanted the beard to stand out from the sides. So anyway, that's my progress so far. Not much at all, but the face I find to be the hardest. What I need to do is pick this back up, get my confidence back, and keep punching again, and keep working on it. Blue Santa, Blue Christmas Santa by Michelle Palmer. The next finish I want to show is Sweet Holidays by Puntini. This is just darling. It is 40 count Winter's Brew from R&R. That's the fabric. I use DMC. This one came with a button, peppermint candy button, and it was made into an ornament. It has cording on the side, the bow, and a little candy in the middle. Isn't that just cute? So cute. And I'm sure this is, oh, this was 40 count. Very, very cute. The next ornament I want to show was one that a viewer made me. And again, these mean the world to me. I love ornaments so much. I don't know the pattern. I don't know where to find it. And I don't know what count she used. But seriously, that is just the most beautiful thing. And she used cording, a bow, and a little bit of embellishment down here for the holly. I just love this. It is truly a treasure. And I hope she's still watching. Thank you so much. Okay, the next one is Ho Ho Holiday by Lizzie Kate. Here's another one. Oh my goodness, isn't this the cutest thing? It's just got a bow. It's been finished on some cardstock. Little bit of rickrack here along the sides, and I love it. But this was Lizzie Kate. I used 28 count Lugana that I coffee tea dyed myself. I think it came out good. I think that white really shows on it. So that is my Lizzie Kate Ho Ho Holidays. Let's show a few more charts. Here's one that I just got in the mail. This is a hard to find chart that I found on eBay. I am dying to start it. I told you guys when I was a kid, I collected stamps. I mentioned that in my last video. Look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? It's by Gold Dimensions. Dimensions, the Gold Collection. And I finally found it on eBay for a good price. Usually it's expensive. Usually it's like $170. I'm not going to pay that. I have enough to stitch, but I finally found it at a pretty low cost. I think that's just absolutely beautiful. So it's a postage stamp. And like I said, I collected them as a kid. I still have my collection. I love it. I think this is just so beautiful. And I don't think I've done a Gold Dimensions kit before. So it comes packaged beautifully where I'm going to have to separate these colors, but hopefully there's not too many colors. And I think that just is so pretty. That's on my radar to do. Let's show a few more charts that I have on my radar. And before we close the video, I've got a few more finishes to show, but this is Christmas Blue Ornaments by Joan Elliott. Now, again, you could do this all as one chart, but I see individual ornaments in my future. A one whole chart would be amazing. It really would, but wouldn't that look good? Like a blue Christmas tree, these ornaments individually, just like I showed you a few minutes ago. Joan Elliott, Christmas Blue Ornaments. The next one I love, I don't know where I found this, but it's called the Nutcracker. There is a website, Jan, which I'm sure is Jean Houtman, HOUTMAN.com. It is the Nutcracker. That's different. I have not seen this much. I loved it, but that's the name, Jean Houtman Designs, the Nutcracker. That's really pretty. Okay, next we have one that I started last year and screwed up. This is by Cotsford Rise Stitchery on Etsy, Mince Pies and Mulled Wine. These are all individual little designs. I'm going to show a picture of it here if I can still find it, because it's so much prettier to see it without my printer. My printer doesn't always print the best. But anyway, I think these are individually, they are so beautiful. And they remind me of my mom's Christmas parties. Now, she didn't have minced pies, but she did have it says Christmas crackers and pudding. She had all of that. Here's one. It says mince pies and mulled wine, carols and candlelight, which she had, holly, mistletoe, and ivy. That's the individual ones. So I want to do those for sure again and get them started. I don't remember what I did, how I messed it up, but I had to restart it. Here's another Madame Lafie. Remember the one I showed you a few minutes ago on the opalescent fabric? Here's one called the Nutcracker by Madame Lafie. That's on my list. That's pretty good. It's going to be pretty stitched up. Here's a few more. A Christmas Carol, The Three Spirits. And it's by the Little Stitcher on Etsy. Much prettier. This is a printed picture. So The Three Spirits. Here's one, Belle Snickles' Christmas Journey. I love this one. It is by Teresa Baird. You can email her for charts. She will send you the chart. Her design company is Hearts Ease Exemplar Works. And this is Belle Snickles' Christmas Journey. And I think that is so pretty. I don't know why, but I love this so much. I think that's gorgeous. Beautiful. Let me show a couple more. This one was showed on someone's Facebook group and I had already taken it out. I don't know if this is still available. It's Sue Hillis Designs, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Isn't that just gorgeous? That's one that I'm going to do one of these days. Wow, she's got some really beautiful designs back here. I'm going to show them up close. Now, I don't know if any of these are still available, but wow. Look at these Santas. I haven't seen these before. Sue Hillis Designs. So I can't answer your question whether this is still available. All I can say is to just kind of search the internet. But anyway, I love that. Okay, let me show one more that was a ditch, almost going to be a ditch. It's a work in progress. Now remember the stand-up one I just showed you a few minutes ago where I said, keep this in mind. I started this, but the stand-up Christmas sampler by Country Cottage Needleworks that I started stitching has almost the same border. And I thought, well, I don't want to do another chart that's similar to the one that I just finished. This is called Home for the Holidays, Country Cottage Needleworks, and that's what it looks like. So you can see the sprigs of holly up in here in the border. That's what I really didn't feel like stitching again because I just got done stitching and finishing the one, but this is my progress. I think I'm just going to continue it because I think it's so pretty. I really like the fabric. I believe this is Alchemy again by Picture This Plus. I think the white pops, and I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Like I said, at first when I started stitching, I'm like, wait, I just stitched the border just similar to this. And I think I'm going to keep going. I think I'm going to go ahead and get to the houses. I think the houses are going to be really pretty and keep going with it. So, so pretty. So that's another work in progress. Okay, these are some Mill Hill kits that I've done. These are little snowmen. Don't know if they're still available, but how cute are they? I need to put, these are not finished on the back. I have not put felt on them, but I did put the hangers and they are so cute. I just love that Mill Hill gives you everything to finish. This one has a little button right there on his hat, DMC floss, beads, everything to make a little ornament. This is another little punch needle that I did, and he's so cute. Again, Heart Creek Farm Creations. I had leftover beads. Always keep your beads. If you do Mill Hill kits like these two, always keep your extra beads. They give you a ton of beads because you can make really pretty hangers like this. And that's exactly what I did is I made the hanger. I just put some felt on the back. I didn't do the best job on the felt, but anyway, he's a punch needle and he came out really cute. So cute. I love him. Okay, this was a kit by Permin of Copenhagen. Permin made a kit with the ice skating. Remember the trip I told you about to the Netherlands that I went to my very first retreat? This was given to me as a gift by a wonderful friend from the Netherlands, and I made it up and I had my finisher make it into an ornament. That's the background fabric. Isn't that beautiful? And I made the little ice skate. So I have another ornament from a kit that was given to me as a gift. One of my favorites. And it will always remind me of the Netherlands and being there, having such a good time. Okay, that's all the finishes that I have so far. Stay tuned. No, I have a couple more, 2 more. This is Santa and the Puppet. It is on 32 count, some kind of blue fabric. I don't know what it is. And what was, oh, you know what? This was one of the little mini cards. You know how Prairie Schooler makes those little mini cards in a packet, so it doesn't have an exact name to a booklet. But anyway, the finisher put the bow on. There's the back. I believe this was Vonna's finish, and I think it's so beautiful. I enjoyed stitching this. He's just so cute, Santa and the Puppet. Just so, so cute. Such a beautiful little design. Okay, the last finish I'm going to show you is one that I stitched and I finished myself. This is Lizzie Kate, and it's called Just Because. I love this. It's on 20 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I actually made the cording. I followed Vonna Pfeiffer's YouTube video on how to make the cording with DMC. I sewed it on. I picked some backing fabric, and I love it. Lizzie Kate, 32 count fabric. I just love it. I added the bow and the button. And you can do this yourself. If I can do it, you can do it, I promise. The cording I was a little intimidated by. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it right. In fact, I didn't think I did it right, and it started to unravel, but it actually, I had done it too tight. When it unraveled a little bit, it was perfect. So I just realized I had done it a little bit too tight, but I love this. So Lizzie Kate, and that's the back. Okay, let me show you a couple more charts that I have on my radar, and then we will close this off with some giveaways. The next one, a couple other charts that I have are Special Delivery. It is by the same French company I showed just a few minutes ago, but that's Santa. It's called Special Delivery. Here's the name down here. You can get it on 123 Stitch. Right there's the name. And then this is the chart. Isn't he adorable? Love that. Here's one that I take a look at and I see little mini ornaments. It's called Christmas Sampler by Core E. Batakori. And it's called Christmas Sampler. Now this would be beautiful altogether. Absolutely beautiful. But you could do a long little pillow with the word Christmas. You could do the little girl as an ornament, like maybe a circle ornament. I look at this sometimes and I see little things that you can actually do instead of doing the whole big thing. That's a much better picture. So isn't that cute? Just some ideas of what you could do instead of doing the whole chart. Take a look at it. Once you start seeing things, your eye always goes to smaller things that you can do. I think she would just be so cute to do as a little ornament. That's on my radar. Here's one. It's a bigger chart. Again, you could split it up. No, I think you could mostly do it. Actually, you could split it up. Anyway, it's called Winter Wonderland by Historische Stickmuster. German company. There is translation on the website. I think that's beautiful. But like this one here, you could do that as an individual ornament. You could do this one if you filled in the white over here. You could maybe do another red ornament. But you see what I mean? You see these big charts. It would be amazing done as a big chart. But you can also see little ornaments inside. Here's the name. And this is a favorite. Here's one. I'm not going to start this anytime soon. It's Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. Now, as you guys probably already know, Hawk Run Hollow has lots and lots and lots of town and season, just like this. Christmas at Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. There's Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. There's the farms of Hawk Run Hollow. Hawk Run Hollow is like a town with different, just like this, but with different themes. So here's Christmas. Once again, you can just do them individually. If you want to do the carolers or the tree, you could do them all individually or all together. That's on my list. Here's a popular one. Now, in my last video, when my video started, I had some pictures that went by before I started the video. Somebody, actually about 3 people wrote to me and asked what this chart is. Christmas Quilts by Rosewood Manor. Isn't this beautiful? I'm going to show it up close. So this is the chart, you guys. You asked me about it and I wanted to show it to you. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Rosewood Manor. And it's called Christmas Quilts. So pretty. Okay, just a couple more. Remember Jean Houtman Designs I talked about a few minutes ago? There's another one that I like. The only thing is I really like how purple it is, and I want to say what threw me off is that it isn't actually purple when you collect the colors. But this is called Christmas 2005. And I really want to do it in the purple. I like that. Okay, next we've got two of them, Crochet A Go-Go, that's the name here. And this I got off of Etsy. It's called Christmas Ornaments Set 1. The reason I like this so much is because of Buon Natale, the Italian for Merry Christmas. I love that so much. But it's done on that petit point. Remember that fabric I told you off 1, 2, 3 stitch? You can get petit point anywhere, but that's where I got mine. But I really like the Buon Natale. It reminds me of that movie, Under the Tuscan Sun. If you guys have watched it with, oh, I can see her face, Diane Lane. And she's alone for Christmas. She moves to Italy unexpectedly. It's a fantastic movie, Under the Tuscan Sun. And she's learning Italian and trying to meet new friends. And I remember her finally meeting someone and learning Buon Natale. And I love, and I'm going to stitch it as Buon Natale. I think that's so beautiful. Is it Crochet A Go-Go is the name. Here's another one, the same company I told you guys about. I don't even want to pronounce it. French was not one of my languages in school. German was. My family's German, so I learned German in school. Anyway, I think she's adorable. She is just beautiful. I got this off 1, 2, 3 stitch, and this is the name. Again, it reminds me of the dolls that I played with as a little girl, the dolls from all the other countries. And I think she's adorable. She's on my radar. Absolutely. Last one, Woodland Santa. You guys have seen this one before. I love this so much. Woodland Santa is by Stony Creek. And that is the last bit of my video. I think I showed you everything. Now, some of the things I haven't shown are some other finishes that I received from Vonna. We're going to talk Christmas gifts in the next video. And I'm going to show you what I've been working on. I started 2 Christmas ones that I showed in my last video. And we're going to have fun on the next video as well. So come back and see me for giveaway winners from this video and from the last video. So what's in this video for giveaways? 2 winners. 2 winners are going to receive a gift card from 1, 2, 3 Stitch. And what you're going to do for giveaways in this video, comment down below. In your comments, I need you to say where you're from. All you have to say is, I'm from New Jersey. I'm from Australia. I'm from wherever. I'm from Cook County, wherever. Let me know that. That tells me that you're the right person and not a spammer that's emailing me, telling me, oh, hey, you called my name. My name's Susie Smith, and I won the giveaway. I wouldn't know unless they give me their address and it's not where you said you're from. Does that make sense? The other thing is, I will not comment on your comment down below that you won. I never do that. I only announce giveaway winners in my videos. So stay tuned for the next video, because I'm going to announce giveaway winners on the last video, number 116, and this video. So 2 winners, 1, 2, 3 Stitch gift card. If you're interested, all you're going to put is all together 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put you in for the gift card. Next, I'm going to give away some fabric. I've got 36 count vintage beeswax. Let me put my board up so that way you guys can see the color. 36 count. You're going to put the 36 count fabric. Just put that, because that's pretty. That's a real pretty color. So giveaway number 3, because 1 and 2 are gift cards from 1, 2, 3 Stitch. What I'm going to actually do is email you the gift card number, and but make sure and tell me where you're from. Anyway, if you're interested, put 36 count. This is the only 36 count fabric in this video. Next, we've got some 16 count Mira by Picture This Plus. Mira is really pretty. I think it's 1/8 of a piece, so you could get a couple ornaments out of this. That's beautiful. 16 count. This is the only 16 count I have. So you could put Mira, M-I-R-A. I'm interested in the 16 count fabric. That's pretty. Oh, wait till you guys see this one. This is 32 count, and it's by Fabrics by Stephanie. 32 count Lugana. So what you're gonna do is tell me you're interested in Fabrics by Stephanie or 30. You know what? I've got 232 counts. So let's do Fabrics by Stephanie. Is that not gorgeous? If you're interested in this, put 32 count or put the one by Fabrics by Stephanie. Beautiful. Next, we have got another 32 count. This is Dried Violets by Color and Cotton. It's like a plum. Tell me you're interested in the Color and Cotton 32 count. So pretty. Okay, next we have got another, actually, you know what? I'll do one more. 14 count Lilac Ada. This is the only 14 count, so you could put lilac or you can put the 14 count because I'm going to put both words in there. Isn't that gorgeous? 14 count lilac. Gorgeous. Let me make sure it's 14. Yep, 14 count. Last but not least, I just realized I forgot to show you. I'll show you in the next video another finish that I did. Isn't he cute? That's a Prairie Schooler, and I don't remember what book it's from, but I wanted to show you that real quick. Okay, last but not least, we have 2 more giveaways from Wanda. Wanda has struck again. She is like Santa Claus in the night. She has sent us 2 project bags to give away for you guys, and they're fantastic. Okay, it's so hard because she said I could keep one of them. I have to give it to you guys. It's the giving season. It's Christmas. Here's giveaway number 1. You're gonna put the horse project bag. This is embroidered and quilted. It's a quilted bag. You're gonna get floss drops. She makes floss drops as well, the floss tags. So this is giveaway from Wanda at Pinky Promises Store on Etsy. One of my favorites. I'm gonna link her down below. So anyway, if you're a horse person and it was so hard for me not to keep this because I grew up with horses in the summertime at my aunt's house. And tell me you're interested in the horse project bag. Beautiful bag. You can see how big it is. And it's quilted. They're gorgeous bags. That's your next giveaway. The next one is Halloween. Halloween it never goes away for me. I stitch Halloween all year long. If you're interested, tell me you want the pumpkin project bag. Look at these pumpkins and the birds, the crows. You're gonna get floss tags. Pinky Promises card, beautiful quilted bag, and it's a good size bag. So you want the pumpkin project bag. So those are your giveaways. Don't forget, you have to be 18 years old. Don't say the word giveaway or free or anything like that in your comments down below. And make sure and tell me where you're from. City is fine, county, that way I can match it. Actually, tell me your city or your state or your country, and that way I can match it, because if I get someone with a similar name or I get a spammer saying, hey, that's me, I won, I'll be able to tell based on where I mail it to on your comment. And the gift cards, if you're interested in the gift cards, just put 1, 2, 3. That's all you have to put. And last but not least, I will not comment on the video saying you won a prize. I will never do that. So if you get George might strike again. Somebody saying, hey, you won the giveaway, and it says 911 Stitcher, that's not me. Now, I'll answer your questions on comments, but you'll know it's me based on how I'm talking. If I'm talking about cross stitch and stuff, a spammer's not going to know a lot about cross stitch unless they're a cross stitcher. But don't let George, if he writes to you and on your comment and says, hey, you won the giveaway, don't bother contacting me because he's a spammer. Don't write to him, ignore him. I will announce giveaways from the last video and this video in the next one. See you guys next time. I had so much fun with you guys today. Have happy holidays, and we'll see you maybe next week or the week after. Thanks, everybody.